Hello everyone. This is your Windsor Market Real Estate Update for December 4th. The week ended December 3rd, 2022. And we've got some great news to be able to share with you. The Windsor market again is staying exceptionally stable. Exceptionally stable. Exceptionally stable. Last week, we sold 50 houses on the week. This week, we sold 61. That's an 11 increase from last week. A strong, resilient market. Have I said that enough? A strong, resilient market. Last week, the average listing price or volume of listings was 23,521,000. This week, the listing volume was 28,671,000, an increase of $5 million more listings. But listings, because we're selling through, we sold through 11 more. Active listings are down to 740. 740. Active listings. That's down from a week ago. Average selling price or average selling volume, let's go there. Average selling volume last week was 24 million. Average selling volume this week was 29 million, up again $5 million. The Windsor real estate market is exceptionally strong and resilient. We are weathering the storm very well here. Average selling price last week was 400. Ooh, that can't be right. Hang on a second. Let me pull my calculator back out mid video here and just double check something here. 29, 249, 296 divided by, what was it, 61? I think it was. Yeah, 61. Divided by 61. Whoops. 29, 249, 296 divided by 61. 479, thank you. 479, 496, and then 28, 671, 355 divided by 61 is 470, 022. Sorry for the delay here, folks. I just had to do a little bit more math. So for the week, the average listing price was $470,000. Last week, the average listing price was $470,000. A strong, resilient market, staying very steady. That's exactly what the Windsor market is. Average selling price last week was $481,000. Average selling price this week was $479, or 400 rounded up, $480,000. A strong, resilient market with an average selling price of $480,000. Last week, we had 50% of our properties that sold last week sold under or at the asking price. This week, 50.8% of the properties sold at or under their asking price. And yeah, there's a lot of paperwork here on my desk. There's a lot of different processes that I've got to get done today. I've got a lot of work to have to do. It's been a crazy busy week, and Sundays are my days to process everything, to be able to get them all updated in the computer system. I had closings that were supposed to happen on Thursday that the lawyers screwed up. That didn't close until Friday. It was just one of those weeks. It was a very, very crazy busy week, which is an awesome thing to have. I have listings coming up. I've got sales coming up. All of that stuff's all good. I've done some wealth transfers this week. I've done, oh, geez, 4 life insurance policies this week as well too. So there's just a lot of process and paperwork to have to do, and just kind of crazy busy all of a sudden, which is a good thing to have. And next year will be crazy, crazy busy with all the things I'm launching as well too. Anyway, so the data sets for this week then. The average selling price was 400, or average list price was 470. Average sell price was 480. A strong, resilient market. Now, what we also had this week stayed exactly the same as last week. We had houses on Henry Ford Center, Sandwich, Riverside Drive, that's a condo, Wellington Avenue, Josephine, Cameron, Langwala, that all sold under $300,000. So if you have a small budget, under $300,000, look what we just had. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 properties sell under $300,000. So we've got those houses, but we just sold 11 of them. We're running out of them very, very fast. So if you have a small budget, we got to be out there looking at houses. Because once they're sold, we're not adding new inventory. We only got 740 on inventory. And we don't have that many. We just happen to have some. So we got to get you out there looking, because if you have a limited budget, now is the time in the city of Windsor to be out there looking. We got to get you out there looking. Got to get you out there buying. It's time. This will be gone soon. And with all of the exceptionally dynamic things that are going on in the city of Windsor, it may never come back. Because the next boom, our average selling price is going to go through the roof. So we had many houses sell under 400. So if we go here, look at all the houses that sold under 400. Lots of them. Turner, under 400. California, under 400. Langwala, Foxhill Court, under 400. Stagecoach, the pricing points there have crashed. They used to sell for crazy money to people out of Toronto. They would come down and buy them for $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 a piece. Now they're $396,000. Stagecoach, very popular area, very good school, exactly where everybody coming out of Toronto wants to live. Crickets over there right now. Because not very many Windsorites want to live in the Stagecoach area, but a lot of people from Brampton, oh my God, this is just like Brampton, we want to live here. But now, as that traffic dies off, going into the wintertime, pricing points have come down. Those are decent houses over there. Relatively new as well, too. No garages, and parking is a little challenged and stuff. So anyway, Watson. This house on Watson had been for sale forever, and it finally sold. A little bit under its asking price, and the developer had to put more niceties in it because it was kind of done cheaply. And so they came back in and they re-spruced it back up again, and it sold finally. So that was all good. Daytona, Glenwood, Coventry, Riverside. This house had been on the market for quite a long time, and it finally sold. It sold a little bit under, but it still did well for Coventry, $635,000. That's what Coventry's worth, $635,000. It's not worth $679,000, but the realtor listed it there because the seller wouldn't sell it for less at first. But then when they finally got offers, and she settled on $635,000. That's what the house was worth. Should have been listed at $599,000 and sold for $635,000 back in the day, but we have to do what the seller wants us to do. So at the end of the day, the market data for this week is a strong, exceptionally strong market. If you know anybody looking for a townhome in Tecumseh, a really good-sized townhome done very well in Tecumseh, I have one that may be being listed with me. I just seen it last night. It is going to be coming up on the market for sale. So if you know anybody looking for a townhome in the heart of Tecumseh that has around, I'll just use a fictitious number, around $600,000 to spend, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, somewhere in that range of money to spend, and they're looking for a townhome, a beautiful townhome, a very large townhome in the city of Tecumseh. There is going to be one coming available. Just reach out to me. Be more than happy to put you on the list. That way, when it does get listed either by me or by a different realtor, we'll get you in there and we can buy it. I'm trying to sell it right now. I might actually have it sold to a different client. I'm just waiting for him to respond back to me. Or I might have an offer at least coming from a different client. It's not listed yet, but that doesn't mean we can't go out and buy it. So if you know anybody looking for a roughly $600,000 townhome, it is a condo as well too, so that's kind of nice. Give me a jingle, 519-995-6145, 519-995-6145. A strong, resilient market. I got to go to work. Got all this work I got to get done. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.